Alright, welcome back everybody to Pikmin. We are midway down the Frontier Cave, sub-level 5 of question mark. We've already done this area. We're doing sort of a run back now down this area. I'm attacking butterflies because why not? Need one of every color, as they say. So I definitely got yellow, and I'm gonna guess I probably got blue at some point here. Red I probably got at some point as well. Oh, that should be all of them, hopefully. Who knows? We'll find out later, though. The plan is we're going to turn bulb orbs into Pikmin. Grab maybe some more white Pikmin, purple Pikmin. Can't go wrong with that. Not sure what I'm doing here. Turning purple Pikmin into blue Pikmin, which is possibly one of the stupidest things I've ever done. But I still have a couple other bulb orbs, so whatever. Fine. And I'm gonna need blue Pikmin in the next area. Next area down, I mean. Well, they're giving them to me, right? You need them. Wouldn't give them to me if I didn't need them, right? White, not so much. I don't know what white's for. White's anti-poison. So, there it is. Do a quick run through here. Head down to the next level. Always fun. Frontier Cavern! Yummy, yummy, yummy. Here's a fun story. In previous episodes I mentioned I bought gasoline. And by gasoline I meant I bought bottom shelf bourbon, Old Granddad. Sort of as a suggestion because someone was saying that Old Granddad tasted better than Wild Turkey, whereas Wild Turkey's not a bottom shelf bourbon by any stretch of imagination. I either got the wrong version of Old Granddad, or the name Old Granddad should have been at least a tip-off to me that, hey, this stuff is cheaper and lower quality for a reason, because I had probably about 3 ounces of that stuff last night between 2 glasses, I'd say. Maybe initially 2 ounces with ice, then I had an extra ounce just sort of to, you know, because I wanted to finish the ice. So the old, you know, I might have mentioned this before, but the old nachos problem where you have cheese but no chips, or you have chips with no cheese, and it creates an infinite loop. I don't like that, where I had ice and a bourbon, and I was getting to the bottom of my thing, but I still had some ice in my glass, enough that it would, if I poured another ounce in, it would, you know, still dilute it enough for it to be, and chill it enough for it to be worthwhile. That stuff gave me a pretty nasty headache. And I don't mean like hungover, I'm sick headache. I mean like there's something in it that doesn't quite sit right. Gave me like a ooh. That was not great for Christopher's. Just threw that boulder and just left a smear, you know, like roadkill smear on the floor there. All right. Plan is we're gonna send the president back. He's going to grab some red Pikmin. Yeah, I'll grab them all. I only need the red Pikmin for right now to turn off the fire. Alright, Stamen's gonna go over here. I'm gonna turn off the fire here. And then we're just gonna put everybody else in the corner here. We're gonna put baby in a corner. Already about the baby in a quarter. Trying to separate out my Pikmin. And possibly one of the hardest, stupidest ways to do that. We still have another Bulborb left. That's okay. We don't care. I don't care anyways. Everybody gonna do the job. My job is quite simple. You know, you guys, I want you to all take him away. Get that Olimar sinking rock. We're gonna use that to our advantage here by getting behind this guy here like this. And then hopefully pull a rock into his butthole. Killed that guy, that's good. Oh, it's stuck in the water, bullshit. Let's get behind this guy instead. You're dead. Alright, great. So now I just have one more rock shooter. Try and bring the rock back around on his ass. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Nope. Let's do this the other way, I guess. Basically, I want the rock to just come back and be like, hey! Hey guy, how are you doing? Boop, boop, boop. I could bring some already pooped red guys over, but I'm not sure they're gonna survive this water trek, which is the hardest part of this whole thing, is they gotta kind of make it across both sides and not get eaten by anything. Yes, me chickening out. The safest way to do this is toss them on that small island, but there's a good chance that they are going to end up we're going to end up not great. Oh, look, there's some blue pickers here. How are you, blue pickers? I'm gonna go kill a Bulborb. Why don't you come over here a little more and stand on top of that fire? That'd be great. Kill you real good. Alright, we're gonna need to kill this thing here. I don't have a right pick, so we could also punch you, I guess. Okay, give him a punch. Give him a falcon punch, right in the nuts. Alright, we did it. We managed to bring the rock back around. Smash his ass. Give him a good ass beating. Alright, yep, now punch, punch, punch. Evade. Alright, great. You're dead as well. What I like to see. These guys are all dead. You're not dead yet, but I'm going to make sure that you are going to be dead here soon. Two chess pieces of like queen and king. Black queen, white king. Perfect. Not perfect. Good. Right, grab this up here. I only need 10. Great. Got like 3 or 4 spares here. Don't have enough. Unfortunately, do not have enough blue Pikmin to do this, you know, essentially in one run. But I can grab the extra ones here to take beat these guys up. Whoop. Combo. Queen's worth 90 Pikmin coins, which is most of a year's salary. However, the king is not. He's worth 10 cents, I'm sure. Alright, yep. I'm just gonna grab up the king here. This king got kick-outed. We're just gonna exit out of here because that's the theory here. I'm pretty sure that if I jump down the tube having no guy still, like few to no guy selected, they'll still follow me so long as they're alive. Yeah. Still pulling that back. Enough. He'll make it eventually. He's a little slow though. I'm making him downtown. Tempted to get up and get a drink after a certain point here. Like, okay, how long are you gonna actually take to get this all the way over here? Value 80. Comparable. Worthless statue. I disagree. It's like the most important piece on the board, because if you lose that piece, the game ends. You can lose your pawns, you can lose your queen, rooks. You can lose everything except for the king. You lose the king, you lose the game. You don't take the king, you don't win the game either, but it's either nor there. Do a quick test here. I only have blue Pikmin selected. I'm guessing they're all going to come down with me based on other slightly less invasive tests that I've done in Pikmin 2. They'll continue to come down the pipeline so long as all of Olimar and them survive. Even though there's a big body of lake between them and this sleeping that area, we're just gonna pretend like the lemmings, which I very much feel the Pikmin are based off of in some small way, shape, or form, did not have the technology to learn how to link arms or cooperate. Sort of like, hey, this is what we always do. Why should I try something new if I know how to get to? If I know how to get to your grandmother's house, why would I take another direction? Well, I think the direction you chose is a little windy for children. Particularly windy as in, like, I get car sick. Windy. And so you're like, okay, well, say the drive cost you an extra 1 minute to drive from here to another place. And, so, like, for instance, instead of 30 minutes, it's 31 minutes, or instead of 30 minutes, it's like 32 minutes, per se. So, yeah, you're losing 2 minutes, but You're going down a road that's straighter, so your kid's less likely to have car sickness troubles. Such a dangerous level with all these medium-sized bulb orbs. The large bulb orbs are obviously the big danger because they take so much damage. Whereas this guy can more or less, I wouldn't say stun lock, I can get him pretty close to the stun lock area. He did get a big mouthful of my Pikmin though, so that's unfortunate. Baby Pikmin versus big boy Blubblorb. Right, Blubblorb are kids, we're comparing them to Pikmin. Alright, those guys are digging, that's good. Five there, they're being given 8, I guess. Not enough. Oh yeah, I forgot. Purple Pikmin are big and strong. That's my bad. Get the bells. The jingle bells this time. Instead of the silver bells. And, yeah. Continue along down the path, as I've said before. So our goal now, in this Pikmin, since I've kind of mentioned it, kind of not mentioned it, is to A, rescue Louie from the evil clutches of this poisonous planet called Earth. 2, collect the rest of the treasures in the game, because this is a bit of a collect-em-all as well. But not a collect-em-all like Banjo-Kazooie is a collect-em-all, but like an actual, I wouldn't say Banjo-Kazooie is a bad collect-em-all, it's just that my big, I don't know if it's a gripe or not, because there's two sides to the sword. Either A, you make your collectibles, once you get them, they're gone. Like, for instance, in Banjo-Kazooie, you collect the Jiggy notes, there's 100 of them in each stage. Once you collect 100, you're done. But whenever you go out of a level and come back, all the music notes disappear again. I mean, you can basically say you've collected 99 notes, you can't find the last one. Well, there's two schools of thought. One is, well, we'll just repopulate all of the notes again so that you can go back through maybe a checklist and make sure that you got them all, or you didn't. There was a group of, say, 3 or 5, and you only got, 4 or 3, so you know where the other 2 are, or the other one is. The other option is to do with a game that I'm not going to mention quite yet because I want to eventually play it. But the way they did it was the opposite, where once you collect a ring, that ring is in your... It's gone, essentially it's out of the universe forever, okay? So... and they group these rings together as well, so there'll be like a group of 5 over here and another 7 in a line over here. And there's a possibility that you miss one of those rings while you're moving about, and now you're looking for a needle in a haystack. So, Mouse alert. Jeez. I wouldn't put a bell on my girlfriend or wife. That is, unless of course she was really sneaky and she had a bad habit of like sneaking up from behind me and scaring the shit out of me. Then I would put a bell around her neck and be like, yep, you gotta wear this from now on. My brother had to do that to his cat. He originally, his collar had, you know, just his identification tags on it, you know, that sort of thing. It wasn't making enough noise, so he put a tiny little bell on his thing, so every time he moved around, he could hear where the cat was. Now, mind you, the cat's also smart, so it knows that it doesn't have to necessarily move. And it could remain silent, and then Greg would be like, "Where's my cat? I don't heard him in a bit. I should go look for him." So, I'll sort of explain what's happening here. We're about to fight a boss. Oh, that guy needs to die. Probably should have just ganged up and killed him when I initially called the guys down off the cliff. Alright, we can do our best we can do. These guys are gonna slide off, of course, which is fine. But that is the nature of the game. Alright, we only have 1 more Pikmin, 2 more Pikmin to throw up there. 1's blue, 1's full. Okay, we did it, great. The reason we did it this way is because we're headed towards the boss, and the normal way to get to the boss is the way I'm doing it, and there's a bunch of these guys which are very obnoxious. They're very hungry for your Pikmin, and they will eat them in an instant. The best thing you can do as Captain Olimar or the president is to do what I'm doing right now, which is to just bring the president and Olimar along with you and just punch these guys to death. Because if they group together like this, your punches go through one and hits the one behind it, you know what I mean? In terms of hitboxes. And me finishing off the little turds. And then as you can see, the Queen Ballbacks is shooting them out of her anus as fast as I can kill them nearly. So the plan here is to have the President eventually peel off here. He's gonna control the Pikmin, and I'm gonna leave Olimar in the rear end, if you will, to take care of any guy that pops out of the Queen's butthole. That means I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Olimar's health, because as I switch between, you know, trying to control the Pikmin and Olimar's probably still gonna keep getting attacked. Ooh. Yes, so see what I mean? Yep, he popped out about 6 of them. Since I was last paying attention, so that's the job, is to keep the baby Pikmin distracted while I throw my Pikmin at his head. Alright, come on, let's go, buddies. Alright, so this is another Queen Ballbacks. One of the things you do not want to do is you do not want them to let... That's what you want to do. You want to... don't let them get smushed like that red one just got smushed. Well, we got him down to about, I don't know, let's say 1/16 of the health. So that has to do with the fact that he's... those guys are all dead. Most of them are dead, I guess I should say. I was able to recall enough of them that it doesn't really affect me too much. so bad yellow that I could use my blues to knock him out. We will see. Alright. Alright, doing good here. All of the baby Bulborbs are dead. I've got the queen Bulborb on the run. I gotta switch president. The president's gotta switch out with Olimar because Olimar's about to die. So we're going to flip-flop the two. Yep, those guys are all dead. Great. And by doing this, all of the previous Bulborbs are just gonna get smushed by the queen Bulborb being on this side. Great. Which is what I want. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to wait until you start to roll and then... Yeah. Almost there. I gotta kind of keep them safe here because... Oh, he's dead. Alright, we did it. And what did he spit out for me? Spit out a Bulborb, queen Bulborb thing, and a shoe. A kiddie shoe, like a 1, maybe 2-year-old shoe. You know, the type that has a little bit of Velcro, because kids will, no way a kid could know how to tie a knot at such a young age. Got one more Pikmin I need to kill. That one, or I'm sorry, one more Bulborb I need to kill. The rest of you guys can carry back the treasures that I have. I did not do super great, as you can tell. Yeah, that mainly because traffic jam, bad traffic jam. Right, we're gonna go back up the waterfall. Up the waterfall, down the waterfall, round the waterfall. I need the shoe. I don't necessarily need this ball back. So that's fine. Oh, 14. I need another 6 for them to actually move. So I can use you, and that'll get me over 24. Almost there, Shoe. Shoe and shoelace. One is meaningless without the other. Abundant pendant. Subject has pockets of air under its surface. It's perfect for boots I am making. Processing complete. Nano assembly of the rush boot is concluded. Type nullifies wind resistance by circulating air resistance behind. You move faster and you'll no longer be blown away by those puffy puddles of clouds or whatever. Alright, off we go to top of the thing, and that should be it for this dungeon. We should have gotten all the treasures. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna wait for them to bring the ballback queen to me. Turn her into like 10 or 20 gold. Alright, money. He was worth 15 coins. Better than no coins. Even though I don't think the high score is really going to matter anymore now that I've repaid the debt. Salvaged all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. Wonderful. Including the treasure. I mean, including the monsters.